Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ethan, back with episode 2 here of The Road to a Legend. Playing Draft Day Sports College Basketball 22. Love it. We're on our second season here at South Carolina State. So I just simmed that season. I literally just started this right after I finished the first episode. So if you watched the first episode, thank you guys so much for watching my first YouTube video and my first video of this save. I really appreciate it, and let's get it going, man. Let's get this save popping. No more wasting time. Let's go through these emails. So, actually, let me get set up here on my second monitor where I got everything. So let's go ahead and I guess we can look at the recruiting ranks. We just signed that one guy. I haven't taken a look at him. So 281, that's fine. Conference Southern has joined the American Athletic Conference. Sometimes that happens. It happens like 1 in every 3 saves or so. So, all right, let's take a look at, let's buy our reports, and then it'll get a look at our rosters, and we can look at these transfer guys. We're going to be digging in deep for these transfers. So I'm going to tell you guys that right now for sure. So we're going to buy that. The YouTube video is being uploaded right now, so that's what I'm checking on here. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. Hopefully I can be a little bit more consistent and like less kind of rambly and more kind of straightforward. Still getting used to it, and I also film these late at night after I get off work, so it's a long day, you know. But hope you guys are doing well, and hope to bring you guys some more of this content. I always notice this screen takes a lot longer now that they transfer. The transfers are huge, so we're going to be looking at our roster as well to be cutting some players. If people don't transfer out, I'm just going to have to make them transfer, if you know what I mean. They're just, you can really build a team with transfers this year, and I definitely only have one recruit coming in, so we're going to need some of that. So, see, who do we got here? Jim Herring somehow has like fell off the boat. He was a great player, freshman of the year, but like our scouting is just completely messed up on him. I don't know what's going on there, but let's take a look at Brian Murray, the guy we got in. Apparently he's a 3-star freshman. He's a great player. Look at that, man. Look at that defensive ability. Good rebound. Good enough scoring. Man, this is a good enough player for our school. Brandon Murray's going to be a starter. He's a great power forward option. We have a lot of good power forward options, but the walk-ons need to go. The center, we need some help. Let's see who transferred. Oh my goodness. Coach, I'm sorry to inform you that you just got 5 scholarships to improve your team. So David's too much competition at his natural position. David Sharp, we're not worried. We ain't worried. This has just helped us. Dan Swift was actually a pretty good player, though. He's a disruptive force, but he got some buckets for us. Too much competition. Hey, man. You know, we were going to cut some of these guys anyway, so, like, they just kind of did the cutting for me. So, I basically now have am able to get a completely new starting lineup. So, let's see. Who do we got here? Robert Perry. Who the hell is Robert Perry? It's just some guy that was given to us, and now all of a sudden he's beast-like. I'm going to let these update. I'm not going to go on these for sure. I'm going to let these updates because we're still bad at scouting. We need a small forward. I mean, Reggie Dooley can play. He can play, but we need some depth at small forward. We basically need everything except power forward. You know what? Love you guys, but I'm going to release the walk-ons. It just makes it easier to look at my players. So we don't need any power forwards. Power forwards are good for this year. We could use another center, another forward, and guards at anywhere. Hey, we could turn this around. So one thing I like to do is go to polls and media here for the transfer portal. It's really awesome, guys. Come to the magazine and look at the transfer preview. This gives you the best players ranked according to the AI or whatever is based on this magazine. So it'll let you know who the best players are. So this guy from Ohio State, he's transferring. He was a really good player. He's apparently the best transfer player, but we don't have any info on him. Now this guy from Michigan State is real interesting. 13 points per game, 4 rebounds. This guy's a forward. This guy is, if he's a small forward, I mean, I would love him. He wouldn't come to a school like mine, but you never know. Sometimes the AI doesn't recruit well, and you can snag players like this. So I like to look at this and just kind of see where the schools are that they're good from. VCU, Gonzaga, Louisville. So this is just like kind of good to keep in mind, right? But what I like to do, come into transfers. Just so you guys know, if you haven't played this, this is a little laggy at first. So you're going to have to get used to this. Honestly, 5 scholarships is exactly what I was looking for. So that's good for me. So this is sorted out right now by all the players that are transferring. So what this is by last school. What I like to do is sort by last school. So I know the schools that are really good. So I kind of like to come in here and like pick out the schools that are really good. We're going to spend a lot of time here on the transfer recruiting, guys, because we're not going to do much of the regular high school recruiting, but we're going to take a look here. This guy's a good player. Something else that you can do as well is go like points per game. Obviously, points per game is a huge stat. And then like, look, this guy's from Michigan State. Yeah, he's a small forward. He's the top scorer in the transfer. Dude, this is an offer. Scout, an offer. This is a home run offer. We might not get him, but we might draw interest. If we somehow magically get this guy who is averaging 13 points and 4 rebounds to come to a school like us, I mean, that would be beautiful, right? But we're most likely to get these guys from like these smaller schools, right? But I like to attack these guys that go to these bigger schools too, like this shooting guard from Arizona. Like, man, here's the thing. If you're good enough to play for Arizona, you're good enough to play for me. So I'm going to give you the scholarship. So that's 2 scholarships in. Right now I'm just home run kind of hunting. Marquette, shooting guard, world scouting contact. Let me look at big man. I like to come to centers. It's so laggy at the very first week because it has all the transfers that like nobody's gone anywhere. So yeah, this guy from Houston, huh? He's a good center. This guy who's putting up good numbers. Villanova transfer. If you're good enough to play for Villanova, like, you may be good enough to play for here. But like here's a guy transfer from South Carolina. Like, it makes sense for a guy from South Carolina to transfer to our school, right? Like, it makes complete sense. Like, checks all the boxes, right? And this guy is pretty good production, right? I mean, shoot, it's pretty good. I think that's our offer. He's from South Carolina. We're likely to get him. Let's scout these guys. Let's look at any point guards. Any assist meisters here? Let's look at points. I like scoring point guards too. Marshall. What I'm looking for is points to match up with the school. Like, I want people who have played in big schools. I don't mind these small school scorers as well. Like, if you look at this guy, he's probably like these guys who are the top scorers are like, some of them are conference players of the years and stuff sometimes, but sometimes not. But like some of these guys who get a lot of points at a lot of schools, they're good at like these smaller leagues. But like you want like, so I don't know if this is true yet. It says he's an F. You can rescout. One thing you can do is go all position, and if like your scouts on your assistants, they are doing the initial scouting. So you can come in here and sort by overall and just kind of see, you know, what your scouts have said about these guys from the start. Like, but you have to be cautious. Like, I would honestly redo it because I don't trust my scouts' ability to assess these guys. I honestly can assess the players better myself, you know. So that's what we're doing here. I'm looking for a point guard that can score. This guy from Stony Brook. St. Bonaventure, excuse me. We'll scout him. This is going to basically be our main recruiting. Basically what you're seeing here is our main recruiting. This is how we're going to recruit most years. When we're in high school, we're just going to go for miracle kind of one-offs. But here, this is where we make our money. So this is basically our recruiting. Let me go guards. Guards only. Because I got a shooting guard offer. I would like to get a point guard and maybe another small forward offer. Basically, I'd like offers to the best players if I can. Shooting guards. Let's scout these guys. Marshall. Marquette. Already scouting. Another guy from SC. Do we take the other South Carolina transfer? Kind of makes sense. I mean, we just built our team off transfers from South Carolina. I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, it's not out of the answer. I'm gonna scout this guy. Gonzaga. Wow. I mean, huge name. You know what? Let's try and take this transfer from Gonzaga. I think we should go big fish hunting until we can get kind of a better idea of who we need. So let's come back to the polls of media. I'm gonna look at the magazine. We're gonna go big fish hunting, and then we're gonna scout everybody, and we're gonna see how it turns out next week. That's basically my plan. Let's go for this John Red guy from Ohio State. Not sure what position he plays, or this guy from Kentucky. This guy from Kentucky kind of balls too. Let's go from the guy from Kentucky. It's more natural blue blood, you know. Natural blue blood. I don't know what that means, but they're more of a blue blood. All right, so we're going to organize by that. We're going to come down to what too far? Where's the K's? There they are, Kentucky. Well, they got two dudes. And see, this is where, hey, now, see, look, and now I found, like, this point guard from Kentucky that I'm interested. So, like, sorting by schools can be really, really good. Like, we know I want this small forward, and I'm going to offer him. But, like, now I have my eyes on this point guard, and I'm like, well, he plays from Kentucky, so if he's playing in Kentucky, he's good enough for us, you know? So, that's what I'm going to go and do here. I was going to go back down, like, Louisville. Like, look at these guys, man. Like, played good minutes at Louisville. Like, if you played at Louisville, you're good enough here. So let's take a look at, couple look at these guys who actually played some decent time. Maryland, Michigan State again. A point guard. Now, see, now I'm interested. Let's scout him. He played no minutes. Why? Is he just too much talent, or no? What's another good school? North Carolina. There you go. Power forward. I got a lot of power forwards. Notre Dame. So you just kind of like, you know, now we look at Ohio State. They had some good guys. Let's take a look at this guy. This John Red guy. He's obviously a good player. You know, let's take a look at Bama. They just won the championship, right? Or they have any transfers? Let's see, do we have any Bama? Yeah, a couple Bama transfers. Let's take a look at this Bama transfer. I mean, see, so you start like, you know, thinking of schools. Arkansas is a good school. Arizona has a good school. So you start trying to poach these bigger schools for their players. Auburn. Let's take a look at all these guys. All right, not saying you're gonna get them. You're not gonna get them, but it doesn't. It doesn't hurt to Hail Mary. We got a lot of transfer session. This is our main recruiting at a school like this. So, all right, let's advance the first week. Let's see what we can make happen. Probably none of the guys are going to commit. We're going to lose some of them. Some guys aren't going to be interested, but hey, we might land some of them. I'm not worried about power forward. We got the freshman Brandon Murray. I want to get him minutes so he doesn't transfer out. We'll worry about the stars and all the ratings like that later. Remember, when I do high school recruiting, I only go for one person just so my coach keeps gaining recruiting rankings. I like really building through the transfer portal at these small schools. So let's see what happens. This roster's thin. Why is he so mad? Hey man, can I call you? I want to discuss your attitude. You're doing good. I've never had that like do anything significant, but like I wait for it one day. Gosh, he's gonna be such a good player. So nobody transferred. Let's get back to the transfer. Nobody transferred. Let's go back in it. So now what I do is I sort by overall, because now that we've scouted, we should have some overalls. And for some reason, it puts the F's up first, but then you come and look here, and I'm like, okay, look, we got a couple B's, couple C's, and like, don't let the letters get you confused. You can find good players who are C and D players, especially if they play a lot. Like this guy, you know, this guy's a good player. He knows the offenses really well if this is what you run, and I mean, he's a bucket. You know, this guy gets buckets at Marshall, so he could help you out. He's a 3-star. It says he's a C, but, like, you know, it's all relative. Like, this guy played at James Madison 28 minutes. He's a C player. Good enough for us, man. Good enough for us. This guy can put the ball in the basket, so, you know, I look at personalities, too, so we'll see. And they're not getting interest from much elsewhere, but let's go big fish hunting, right? So... look at this. Look at this guy from Houston. Doesn't have much good offers. So this guy from Kentucky, he's a point guard. He is a hell of a player. Not concerned about playing time. Why did he transfer? There's probably too much talent. Yeah, I mean, he wants to start, I'm sure. Donnie Collins, man. We're going to offer Donnie Collins a scholarship. I mean, we really want him, man. He's a great point guard. Unless we want to go for a guy like... so, because, like, he still has choices, right? So, like, that's tough. Now, this guy, he doesn't have top choices, so he might be overlooked. He's a senior from Auburn, Taurus Green. This guy can get the job done, too, man. And he actually is good in the motion, so... he's a senior. He's a one and done for us. I mean, this is a kind of a good plug-and-play piece. He's a good guy, doesn't care about playing. Man, you're going to play here. You know, that might be our offer. Taurus Green here. He has a defender. The badge does it. Taurus Green, I hope so. I hope you don't go to Temple, man. Hope you come to us. That'll be huge. I'm going to scout again. I don't know if it does anything, but I'd like to think it does. So this guy, Inyo Drayton, he's a 4-star. He's lights out from outside. Good on the triangle, which we run. Athletic, great defense. Good player for us, you know. He started for the Zags. I mean, this guy played for the Zags. That's good enough for us. Or do we want the point guard from Kentucky? I really like this guy because this guy's a sophomore. He could develop. This guy could be a staple piece. I really want him. I'm going to put a basket in him as well. I can try and pull him. I might not get him, but this is what you got to do. You got to try and land these big recruits at the start and then see what you got left over. You also have to be realistic, you know. Shoot for the stars, but don't be dumb. Small forward from Louisville. Yeah, we haven't really addressed small forward. So this guy's from Louisville. Senior. He can score. Put the ball in the basket for sure. He scores, athletic. This guy's good. Good. He's a good guy. And this guy definitely played a lot of basketball. I mean, he's good for us. Virgil Wilson. I mean, we're going to take a chance on you, bud. Man, you have a lot of offers. Or, I don't know if... see, these things, they're not offers, but they're still interest. So, let's see. Is there a C player? Colgate? We don't know much about this dude. I don't want to invest in a sophomore that I don't know about. So, one thing I like to do as well, you can come points per game. Sort by the people who are points per game. Even though this guy is a C, even like, let's say this guy's a D, right? But he plays for Arizona. I mean, this is a highly developed D player, you know? I mean, putting up 10 points and 2 assists. It's just a 2-star maxed out. I mean, this is a good enough player for our school, you know? Thing is just can I do better? And I think I can. right now. So I'm looking like Deion Smith. Well, that's a point guard, but like you still got to look at these guys. Like this guy's a great passer, man, and can hit the ball when he's open. That's why I love transfers. I mean, look at the players that we have access to. This guy from Villanova. It's okay. Let's see. All right, let's go overall again. Let's take a look at the center. Center gets the job done, man. I mean, everything I see. He's a disruptive force, so he might cause some problems. But at a small school like us, man, you know, honestly, we don't really care. Like, if you can get the job done, you can be a disruptive force all you want, man. If you can put the ball in the basket, and we like that. So this guy is a senior, Virgil. I think he'll be a good like kind of midway point. So we're basically gonna go for all the B's. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's like kind of my strategy here is we're gonna offer all these guys and contact all of them, and we're gonna see what happens. All the players who are rated to be. And then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna go points per game, and we're gonna scout all the players we don't have a rating on, and then we'll go from there and then fill our needs from there. That's kind of like what I like to do. You kind of can get a mix of great players just from points per game. Sometimes this is what I'll do. I'll go like guards only on points per game. This is our main recruiting, guys, so this will take a while. And then we'll go like points per game, and then so we got these guys, and you know, I'll evaluate them more closely if I need them, but I'll go like assists, and I'll do like 10 here. So I'll look at like 10 guards, that I don't have a rating on quite yet, and I'll just kind of go through and pick, and I'm just doing it by assists, right? And then I'm kind of keeping track of like who's played. Look for people who are getting solid points as well. So you know what? That's a lot of guards. So we'll go small forward, and I'll do like 5 small forwards here. And I want a small forward who can put points in the basket. So we'll come and scout these guys, and I'll do like a couple because I want to get some centers in here too. So I'll do like 2 more. And then we'll come and then we'll do centers, and then we'll see what we end up with. So centers we sort by rebounds, and then we scout the rest of these dudes. You can do points per game too. You kind of get different players, you know, different skill sets. You can do minutes per game as well. It's another good one to sort by, people who play a lot. All right, so we have all our offer outs. Let's see if we get anybody. These guys are huge to our program, so whoever, like, we need some of these big name guys to come through and be good players for us. We would never be able to get these players through the regular recruiting. I mean, you saw that we got one really nice 3-star that came in, right? But I'm going to be honest, that's a little bit lucky. That guy was a 500 recruit in the top 10 in the region. Under-recruited for sure. And you can land those for sure. I know how to land those, but wow. So it looks like we didn't get any transfer guys. Just wow, that's really sad. Woo! All right, we're gonna have to maybe lower our standard of who we're looking for here. Spending all that time and not landing a single one of the high-level transfers is pretty sad. Not gonna lie. As the weeks go down, they start to, you know, kind of get desperate. But I don't think these guys were desperate for anything. I mean, we didn't get any of those guys. That's depressing. All right, so we're going to have to start looking at some C's and some solid D's here. I mean, we need to rebuild the roster. Wow, not a single one. All right, I mean, don't complain. Just keep going, right? This guy can get the job done. Good rebounder. Doesn't care. Hey man, I think you're gonna play for us this season. Jaron Charles, are you getting? I mean, are you getting good offers? Like, I mean, this is. I'm gonna be honest. This is the first time where like things kind of haven't gone my way in the transfer. I have a solo save, and usually I can get some of these transfer. This guy's a nice guy. He's a good attacker. He's got a badge. I'm gonna try and get this dude as well. I think this guy would be good. Doesn't play much defense, but 2 centers. I mean, I need to try and land somebody. So let's see. We don't need power forwards. Small forwards we do need. So, well, I want point guards too. So I got 4 point guards in the C's here. Now let's look at this Louisville dude. First of all, these guys are running out of options, so hopefully one of these guys will pick us. This guy is a great outside scorer. Passing's good, great rebounding, and the scoring and the defense. But other than that, I mean, this guy's better than anything that we got. 3 stars. Come on in, man. Help me out. How about you, Dion Smith? Plays good. I mean, any of these guys would be good. This guy from the Citadel. Like, I wonder if I target like somebody like this. Like, do I actually have a chance at somebody like this, who is a 3-star from a smaller school, who's still putting up some buckets, but not as great, you know, 6 points. But we might have a better chance at landing him, actually. And then what about this guy? You know, I'm going to try and go from the guy from Louisville. I mean, he's a sophomore. He can develop. It's a good attitude. Like, I want to try and land this dude, man. Alright. Could use a shooting guard. Do we go with this score from James Madison? I'm thinking it's a good idea. Doesn't care. He's a good guy. I mean, doesn't play much defense, but I mean, he scores, puts the ball in the basket. It's good defense. Put up 11 and 5, basically 12 and 5 almost. Played really well. I think we need help, man, and I'm kind of running out of options. So I gave 2 centers, so small forward. How you have? He's a good rebounder, not a great scorer. I've never had this much trouble. Like, really, I'll be honest with you guys. I usually have a good bit of success here. I like this guy. I think we could develop him. Doesn't play defense, but he's not too concerned with minutes, thankfully. Him or him, David Leap. Nah, let's go for the short dude. Alright, so those are our scholarships. I really hope we get some of these guys. I mean, we didn't land a single transfer yet. Not a single transfer. I mean, I'm honestly shocked, guys. But hey, I'm gonna keep spending money because I don't need this money for recruiting high schoolers. I don't know why that's hard. I don't know. I'm just like, we're getting owned. To be honest, guys, we're getting owned. We're not even having a chance. I mean, we are getting destroyed on the transfer portal. I usually have able to at least sign one decent recruit by now. But hey, we'll keep our heads up. Good things will happen. So it'll probably take an hour to get through recruiting, and then what? Probably another hour to get through the games today. You think, guys? So because we already spent 30 minutes just on transfers. This is a big deal. I mean, this is basically our recruiting, because our actual recruiting goes by really quick. So I mean, we're just going points per game, and I need help right now, guys. Like I don't know what there is, but we just need players to join. We will not be ending this transfer portal till we have all 5 positions filled. I promise you. That is no option for us. We have to. Then afterwards, we'll get through recruiting really quick, because I'm only going to sign one guy, and then we'll get into the games. But we need players to play the games. We don't have any players, guys. Okay, there we go. Looks like some players committed. We got 2. All right, at least 2 players are coming, and we can look for the other 3. Man, this is a lot difficult. Larry Short has accepted our scholarship, and so has Jerron Charles. Interesting names. Larry Short and Jerron Charles. Let's take a look at them really quick. I don't even know who those guys were. Jerron Charles was a center. Hey, pretty good. Could get the job done. Yeah, he was the center from Montana. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's really good. He's a sophomore, and he can do it all except play defense. And you know what? That's good enough for South Carolina State. And then who else did we get? Larry Short. Looks like a small forward. Hey, pretty good small forward as well. 3 stars. Can't really score. Plays better defense. He can rebound at least. So, you know, we got an interesting kind of player. He can score the ball. He can do stuff. And he's athletic. And we'll take him. So the roster's coming a bit together here, you know. Got some small forwards. Got a starting shooting guard. Still don't have a starting point guard, so we need 2 point guards for sure. Like, man, we need some point guards. 2 point guards. I like our center situation. Our power forward situation's looking pretty good. I like our small forward situation now. I just don't like our guard situation. So yeah, I think it's just 3 guards, 2 power, two point guards, and a shooting guard, or another small forward. I think right now we just take talent, right? I'm gonna be honest. So, but hey, it's coming together. All right, let's not spend forever on recruiting, but I mean, come on, give me a break. Some of these guys got to commit to me eventually. So look at that. We found a couple more Bs. Look at that. Like, even later in the season, you can still find these Bs. So you got to give it a chance. And then you got to take a chance on him. So, I mean, this is a center. So, obviously, we don't need him. But, I mean, maybe? I mean, why not? We have, what, 2 really good centers right now. But one's going to be a senior. And, I mean, hey, this guy isn't great, right? Like, we can do better than him still. Like, he fills the role now. But he can always be replaced, right? And we can kind of make do with what we got. But let's look at guards, I guess, right? Like, I guess that is super important to us. First and foremost is guards. And there's a shooting guard from Utah. Oh boy, this guy is a nice bucket. This guy's got some nice stats. Holy moly. What in the world? How's this guy not actually like a great player? Derek Howard. I don't know, but we're gonna try. Where are you at? Here he is. Boston. He still has choices. Shooting guard. Offers scholarship contact. I mean, we can play one of these guys at, like, you know, another position. Power forward. This guy's a good player, man. Seems like we get all the good players at, like, the positions we don't need. Center. Point guards. Any point guards to help me out here? These guys have played some pretty good ball. Triangle in motion. They run a lot of triangle in motion. Tyler Bryant, I mean, dude, I mean, if you want to come play for us. Yeah, we were looking at this guy before. He's a junior. I'd much rather have a junior than a senior, so that way I can at least like have this guy for a while. All right, come on. Can we get this point guard right here? John Nelson. Oh, no, this guy can't do much. He's a disruptive. All right, I think I want both of these guys. I want to try and go for both of these guys so we can at least get one of them. Please! I offered 3 guards. Can at least one of them come? Holy moly, guys. All right, so now we're going to come to guards. We're going to go through the budget. I mean, this will be honest, guys. This is one of the hardest cycles I've ever done. I've never had it be this hard. It's usually pretty... Not shooting guards, eating. It was like guards only. I was like, it's usually pretty simple for me to get transfers. I would have been done by now, but 36 minutes in and I haven't filled out this team yet. I'll be honest, that's not what I expected to happen. So, you know, I'm trying, guys. I really am. We won't give up, though. I'm only going to do like 15 of these because I do want to watch the money eventually. I do need to recruit at least one high school kid so that way they my ratings go up for my coach. Sometimes I lose my train of thought, guys. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do like 20 of these. I'm just doing random players now. Or are they all point guards? Oh, that's funny. These are all point guards. All right, that's enough point guards. Just transfer to the school already. Come on. I want to get into the games. Well, I still need to get through the first part of recruiting, which is crazy. But I possibly might pause just the regular recruiting and just like show you when we sign somebody, just to keep the videos at a good length. And you guys know I don't do anything in basketball in the recruiting yet. When I actually do stuff in the recruiting, I will show you, but there's no need to show you when I don't do anything. Like, I'm just trying to get through it. All right, 2 people went. Now we have 1 scholarship left. We're getting so close. So Ime Harris and Tyler Bryant have came, so let's take a look at them. Ime Harris, I'll say, so both point guards have came. I'll take that. So now we have a little bit more depth. So the shooting guard didn't come. So now we can actually take a look at what we really need. So Tyler Bryant, it's looking well. And Ime Harris from Citadel, right? Yeah. Put the ball in the basket, man. You know, and the thing is I'm pretty sure they're better players that we could get. I mean, obviously we got lucky and landed a Brian Murray in recruiting, but that doesn't happen that often. I promise you guys. Not at this kind of school. You do not get a 3-star like that. I got pretty lucky. So, but I guess Jerron Charles, honestly, and Larry Short have been the best that we have gotten so far. These 2, good, not the best. Let's try and land 1 more. So I got 3 point guards. I can land either like, I'm going to go best player available, honestly. Center, shooting guard, small forward. Just give me the best player available. Still finding some B's. I mean, I would hate for this guy to just go. So much potential. Maybe we run like a 3-headed monster like majority centers. We don't have any good guards, man. They don't exist. You know what? I'm going to give it to this guy in the center. Or I'm going to give it to not the guy in the center. I'm going to give it to the center, and then we'll figure it out. He doesn't care about playing time anyways. So, and he can rebound, he can block shots, and he can put the ball in the basket when he's right there. So, And honestly, I just kind of want to get through this, so I'm not going to do any more. If there aren't any more players, or if this guy doesn't commit, well, then we'll just save the scholarship. Spent a lot of time on transfers. I didn't think it was going to take this long, guys, but, you know. This is like basically going through a whole recruiting season. So I might pause and do the recruiting season just because I don't want the video to be so long by the time we even get into the games. This guy didn't come, man. Are you serious? Man, is it so hard to grab an extra player? Who's left? Like, I'm like wondering if these guys are even worth it at this point. But I'm like, I can like pick up a senior. I'm okay with that. NC Asheville. Sure, man. Like, come aboard. If you want to come play, come play. Tired of scouting. I've never had it be this difficult. Even at a small school, I was at least a 1-star school, and I was pulling at least some nice recruits, you know. So we'll give it a year or so to see. But, hey, we landed that guy. So that guy ended up coming, that shooting guard, Jared Lancaster, and actually looked like he was a pretty good player. Jared Lancaster, yeah, he's a senior. Wow, he's a 3-star. Yeah, so that's actually a good player. So that just proves to you, like, don't give up on the transfer portal, guys. Even if it's late, like, you still have a chance with this player. This guy's 100 outside shooting, so when he's open, he's gonna drain it. You know, so I think overall, guys, like, we fielded a pretty good team with the transfers, and I don't think we would have got this level of team right away from high schoolers that we recruited. So I think this is how I like to recruit. We got some good scorers. Let's send past the rest of these transfer sessions. So I think we got a good haul of transfers. I'm going to get to the start of recruiting. I want to show you the rest of those players that we got in, the 5 transfers, and then I think I'm going to pause it for recruiting and just kind of blaze by it for us, guys, because all I'm going to do is get all the ones that are interested, get everyone from South Carolina, do the same thing I did last episode, and then just sign somebody just so my ratings go up. I don't expect them to be an impactful player. If they do become impactful, I'll show you guys, but don't want this video to be super long. I try to keep them under 2 hours. I know it can be hard because the sims themselves can be like an hour. So if they go over 2 hours, it's fine. But I don't think there's any reason to show you guys the recruiting unless something major happens. So I'll definitely show you something like that if something crazy happens. But other than that, you did just see most of the recruiting. If you watched all of that transfer sessions, you saw all the players that we picked up. And hey, look at our team now that like the scouts have reevaluated. Jim Herring went back up. Like, so I don't know if our scouts are smoking crack or we're just like really bad as a coach still trying to figure it out. But like, dude, we got some good players, man. Tyler Bryant is a solid dude. So let's do our summer travel really quick. Let's go to our Memphis camp. We're not going to Georgia. Usually I would try to go to Georgia, but we have no money, and also I don't think an athlete of that caliber would come to our school. I'm really happy with the class that I have, though. I'm really happy. We signed the one really good guy from high school. Luckily, we found a diamond in the rough, and then we had five of our players transfer out, and we replaced them with 5 quality transfer players. So we're going to see how this season goes. We're bringing in 5 transfers that we picked and 1 player from high school that we recruited. So you can see here in my second year, I mean, 6 of these players are my players now that I recruited. So let's take a look at these guys. Maybe these aren't the final stats. Remember the star ratings. They're there, but remember, like, you know, it was showing this guy is a 1-star, and we know he played well. So take him with a grain of salt. So Tyler Bryant, man, he looks great. Looks great. Can pass the ball. Wow, this is what we want in our point guard, right? Can shoot outside. Wish he could handle the ball a little better, but he can play defense. Most likely going to be the starter. And then Jim Herring. He was freshman of the year, but you know, we want to put the best players on the court, so we'll see who the best player ends up being. What strategy do we run again? Just curious. Do we run Princeton? We do run Princeton, so I do want players who can run Princeton. I was just kind of talking to myself. Okay, shooting guard. So this is our other transfer. So that was one of our transfers, Tyler Bryant. This is our other transfer. It's going to add good depth, basically. Honestly, he's just going to be nice depth. He's not going to complain about playing time. It's going to be perfect. Yeah, I'm looking now. Robert Perry. They're like, actually, he's trash. I was like, wait a second. James Smith, first teamer, played really well. He'll probably start unless Lancaster can show that he deserves the ball. So we'll see. He's gonna help bridge the gap there in shooting guard. He's a nice depth piece, whether he starts or plays depth, but James Smith is a beast. So alright, and then we got Larry Short, which I like. He might start, can rebound really well, doesn't complain. I think he just gets the job done. Him or Reggie Dooley, one of them will play. But I think I'm really liking our team here, man. Oh, Brian Murray. Oh, Brian Murray. You are such a savage. How did I end up with you? He's on our team like, man, this team is trash. Why am I with this coach? Well, you're at least going to play one season with us, boss. And then, hey, man, I mean, whoever I kind of inherited, this Jeffrey Franklin guy, is pretty good. So, and then our other transfer, Jerron Charles here. Man, I really like this team, man. This is a 1-star school. Look at the talent that we have. I mean, we're not going to win the national championship or anything, but we're going to win some basketball games, and we're going to compete, you know. We're definitely going to compete for our conference tournament this year, at least. We're at least going to have a chance. We don't have amazing depth behind our starting 6 or whatever, or starting 5 and bench player, but it's pretty good for a 1-star school. We're not even a 1-star school. We're a half-star school. So, all right, guys, let's clear out these transfer things and let's get into recruiting. Oop, that's not recruiting. This is the practice plan. Let's get into recruiting. Actually, I want to take a look at my strategies really quick, make sure that that's all good to go. I know nothing changed, but motion in Princeton. Okay, that's what we're running. Man in zone is good to go. Alrighty. Yeah, recruiting. So it's almost been 50 minutes, guys. Let's just take a look at the region really quick. It's been 50 minutes, guys. I have 5 scholarships in here. I promise you guys I'm not going to use all of these scholarships on like players at all. I'm only going to go after the elite of the elite, like shoot really high on players who are interested. I don't think I'm going to show you guys this recruiting because I might just sign one player and save these 4 scholarships that I would have left for more transfers, just because I think we can get better value players from the transfer market. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it here, guys, and I'm going to be back with you in case anything crazy happens or a crazy event or when we're close to offering these guys scholarships and in-home visits. So hope you guys enjoyed that transfer part of the video. I think that's a huge part of this game now is the transfer portal, and I'm excited to go into this season with those players. So I'm going to run through this really quick, and I will be back with you guys with any big updates. All right, hey, welcome back, guys. So I wanted to kind of just bring you back in and show you who our prospect is going to be. So right now we're in July 30th. I've gone through a lot of the camps. I basically added anybody who was interested and added anybody from South Carolina. So after all the camps and everything is said and done, this small forward, Colin Althoff, something like that, man. We're just gonna call him Colin A. He's a G, but he performed at a top 25 level. So that's pretty good for our school, you know. Now we have no idea what his interest is. He is a pretty highly targeted recruit, but he has some interest in us. He is at least cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna offer him the scholarship. That's gonna be our one of the five that we're going to do. Everyone else on here don't really have interest on. This guy's in the top 300. He's a 3-star, but not really interested. And everybody else is pretty deep down there. So, and you guys saw the good players that we got from the transfer portal. So we'll see. I'm going to go after Colin, and I will catch up with you guys when we hit September 11th and follow back up. All right, guys, we're back. We're back here on September 11th. We're here at in-home visits. So I actually generated a lot of interest actually in the school. I'm a pretty decent recruiter. I got 50. It's still not great, but it's enough to at least generate interest from some of these 2-stars and 3-stars in our little small school. As long as they're okay with location. That has to be the main thing. So we're 5th here from what we can see. We don't know who's above us, but Colin, this is the guy who was top 25. We're going to go for him, man. Remember, we only want to sign one of these dudes, and then we don't really care who we get from there. We just kind of, we're just kind of doing this to make sure our coach kind of keeps gaining skill, you know? So we're going to visit this dude. I guess we can visit this dude. So yeah, we'll visit all these guys, and we'll see. Hopefully, we really just want this guy. Then we'll save the other 4 scholarships that we have here for transfers for immediate impact, and then we'll go from there. So I'll keep you guys here. Don't need to pause you guys anymore. So come to my emails, and let's see what happens. Let's get a commitment, or let's move up to warm, or at least hot. So hope you guys are doing good. I just went through that recruiting really quick. I figured you guys saw me do a lot of transfer recruiting on that one, and maybe just wanted to break from recruiting. If you want to see the whole recruiting, just let me know. Put it in the comments that says, hey, just record it straight through. Put that on, and I'll be more than happy to do that. And we can go from there. But I just figured you guys have seen the recruiting in the first episode. We can just skip it for right now since I'm not nothing serious. But let's see. He says we'll be hearing from him. Did we get his decision? He's chosen our school. Let's go. That's a good recruit. He's a 3-star. Top 150 player. That's huge. Top 25 at Memphis. I mean, this guy's going to a 1-star school, man. So actually, we can gather some interest. They just have to be from South Carolina. That's the sad part. They have to be from South Carolina because we don't really have the budget to go after anyone else. But hey, this is a really good player. I don't think there's another player that I want to target. Let me look at the recruits. Do have a lot of scholarships. I mean, I will use them if need be. You know, but just do we want this shooting guard? Like, not really. Like, I'm not sure what kind of player he's going to be. He didn't really stand out. I just think there's better options on this point guard. Same thing. Like, I could sign both of them, but like if I offered both of these as scholarships and visited them right now, I'm pretty sure I would sign both of them. And I'm debating about it. You know, I'm thinking about bringing in some high school kids to help fill out the depth, but I just don't know what I'm getting from these guys, and I just feel like I can get more value from transfers. I really, really do. What's that recruiting class ranking? Just bringing in that one dude. Huge. He's worth 4 points. I'm seeing because these guys are hot, right? I'm sure there's some other guys, but like if I were to offer a scholarship and then visit them again, they would commit to me. This guy's top 400 from South Carolina. It's interesting. Like, I'm thinking about it. Let me look at point guard and shooting guard really quick. Like, do we need depth? So we do lose a point guard. So point guard would make some sense. Shooting guard would make some sense too for some depth. You know, I said I don't like recruiting high schoolers because I want transfers, but I think these two guys might make good depth additions, and then we'll still have two scholarships for transfers, and then whoever transfers out. So Luke Telly, let's give him a scholarship and give him the location pitch. Gerald Van Leer. Man. You know what? We're just going to do the one for the shooting guard, and then we're going to go on from there. I got cold feet at the end. I was like, I really do think I can get better in the transfer. So we're not going to give out that second one. We'll give out two. We'll do two, but I'm okay with already getting one. So let's get the schedule. It's not terrible. We got a nice home stretch here. Oklahoma State, that's the we're getting paid game to go get our ass kicked by those guys. Other than that, I mean, Temple, I mean, it's tough. Coastal. I think we got a manageable out of conference. So, see what happens. I was going to offer it to the point guard, but I got cold feet at the end. I was like, I think I could get 3 better players from transfer. I really do. So we're probably going to get this shooting guard, which he actually gives his commitment. So he gives us his commitment. So now that brings us up to, I mean, he's pretty good. He was about 3 points himself. He was a 3-star player as well. So we'll take the 3-star guys, right? Right, but we'll see if they need to develop. Like, because what if this guy's a 3-star dude, but he needs time to develop? Like, okay, he needs time to develop, but I could have got a guy from the transfer portal who was already developed. You know what I mean? So, okay. I mean, that's going to do it for recruiting for me. I'm not going to recruit anymore. I've got 2 players. I'm going to save these 3 for transfers. And yeah, I will see you guys at the start of the regular season. We're going to get through practice, and hopefully nothing crazy happens on any incidents or anything, but I'll see you guys at the start of the regular season, and we'll build our depth chart before. All right, guys. Hey, welcome back. So, hey, we got through practice. Couple of dumb incidents, but nothing that I couldn't handle with a couple of texts to the teammates. Telling them to cut the crap out and let's play ball. So, here we are. Our goal is to not finish last in conference. Think we can do that with the slew of recruits and transfers that we got in. 6 players of us, so I haven't seen this. Let's build the depth chart. I'm going to let the AI start off with what they think should happen. I tend to agree. Don't know about Tyler Bryant not playing, our 4.5-star transfer who's a stud. I don't know about that one. That one's probably going to have to get adjusted. So they want Jared Lancaster to start. I'm down with. Played 19 minutes. He got 10 points. He's really good. Yeah, and he's a good passer, good ball handler, can score. Okay, I'm okay with Jared Lancaster starting there, and now they got James Smith. So James Smith did prove himself with 15 points per game last season. So I think he's earned the right to stay in. That's a tough one to swallow for somebody, though. So now we got Brian Murray. We're going to have him play small forward. Okay, I like that, I guess. He has the better outside shot. Yeah, I guess I like that. So he's going to play small forward while Franklin plays power forward, and Jerron Charles, the other transfer, plays here. Hey, man, that's a pretty good team. I think that's a pretty good team. And then we got Kirk here. Okay, Kirk, and then Herring. Perry. Robert Perry. No, I don't think Robert Perry's playing minutes. That's where Bryant would come in. Let Bryant have those minutes here. I feel like Bryant should be like the point guard. Yeah, I mean, he's getting solid minutes off the bench. Dooley's getting some minutes off the bench, and Thompson as well. I like that, but then Short doesn't get any minutes. He's not that great of a player, so he can have the garbage times minutes. Okay, I like the squad. I was thinking that Tyler Bryant definitely needed to play, and I think I will monitor that very closely to see if he does deserve to play. But James Smith, I mean, putting up 15 points per game, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt. You know, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he deserves to be in there. And then Lancaster, who's another transfer, NC Asheville. He doesn't care about playing, but he's a good player. He can hit that outside shot. So we got two really good players who can hit that outside shot and can score. And they should be able to play defense. Lancaster can pass. So, and then Brian Murray. This guy's the staple of our team for a long time. If he stays, I hope he stays. But if he stays, he's going to be great. And then we got Jeffrey Franklin, someone that we inherited. He's a pretty good player, good scorer, good inside scorer. See what happens. And then Jerron Charles, hopefully he gets these rebounds for us. He's another transfer. So how many transfers are starting? One? Not him. This is our own recruit. So it's two. This was another recruit that was gifted to us. Jared Lancaster. So we have our recruit plus two transfers. And if we really wanted to, we could put in Bryant and it would be another transfer, one of our transfers starting. So I will monitor Bryant over Smith. I think it's very, very close, but I'm going to give Smith the credit. And then Jim Herring. I mean, this guy was a freshman of the year, and like he's coming off the bench. So, you know, we're trying to improve. But 2 4-star players at forward and a good center. I mean, we should be fine. And we have great backups. So that's the team, guys. That's the team. Let's get into some games and let's see what we can do. We're an hour into the recording. I think we should be here for another hour, maybe a little bit more. Let's get this to the MEAC and let's see what happens. Let's take a look at our schedule really quick. I'm expecting better results. Definitely expecting better results. Last year, this is us, Coach Journeyman. We went 10-20. I think we can expect to do better than 10-20. Let's see what the magazine says that they predict. Kentucky #1, by the way. Look at that. So we went from projected to finish last, and now with all the transfer portals and stuff, we're projected to finish first in our conference. So we'll see. And this is exactly our starting 5 plus our bench. So they have us projected first. So let's see what we can do. Let's get into these games, fellas. I know you're anxious. Let's get some games going. Let's go through this week. Let's start good. Cleveland State, you're going down. This is South Carolina State. This is the Bulldogs. We'll take care of business. Take care of business by 15 points. Jerron Charles making his name known. James Smith letting me know that, hey, I deserve to be in that starting lineup. Woo. Now, we're probably going to get really, really humbled here at Oklahoma State, but that's okay. We're not going to let them ruin our fire. You know, they're paying us to go to their stadium to lose. You know, they're helping pay our athletic bill. But, you know, let's shock them. We got a team this year. This is a tough ask. Yeah, very tough ask. Jared Lancaster, though, playing great. I want to get through November, and then I want to check out the stats to see if I should put the other point guard in, the Bryant guy from the bench. But I hope it's a different kind of vibe this year. I hope that we can beat these lower level teams. Like, I hope we can, like, compete with these guys that are lower level and actually have a chance this year. Like, we're predicted to finish first in our conference. That's something, right? So, hey, how about let's get this win over Eastern Washington. Friday night lights for basketball hoops. Let's get this W. Get out of here, Washington. No Eagles allowed. This is Bulldog Central. Let's go. Man, I feel something this season, guys. I feel something's going to be exciting. 2-1. I know we're only 2-1, but we got a nice little home stretch here, you know. We got another week to go. Let's get through November, and before we look to make any changes, let's play these games. But I don't know, man. There's a little extra juice, a little extra pep in the step, you know. Two and one, and we're winning. You know, we only lost to Oklahoma State. We're supposed to lose to those dudes. It's a Big 12 school, man. It's not even like a small Big 12 school like TCU. It's a big boy school. We're not supposed to beat the big boy schools, but look how much these transfers are helping. What a great week. Great week for Bulldog basketball. Great week for South Carolina State. Guys signed their LOIs. Perfect. Let's take a look at that recruiting class really quick. Just beautiful. Like, I don't care if they drop. Like, the shooting guard's not who I'm worried about. I'm worried about this guy. He's a great recruit. Let's just check it out right here really quick again. And guess what? Still number one. So what? We'll take it. And it's not even what I'm really looking forward to. Let's get back to this games, man. Let's go. Let's sim this week. Let's take care of Belmont. Belmont, probably a better school than us, but come on, man. We got a whole new lineup this year. Transfers, good players. Got transfers off the benches helping out. What happened to that IME guy? After this, I was gonna look at him. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably deep down on the bench. Let's go, man. We beat Belmont. Huge. Big game by Jerron Charles. I think he's being a savage on the inside in that front court, man. He's just bullying people. Whew. Start off great, man. Let's have a win against the Bison, the North Dakota State Bison at home, man. Thank you, athletic director, for giving us some home games this season. Last season was brutal. If you guys watched that, holy moly, this guy put up 16 rebounds for the Zags. Holy, I saw that. But if you saw, we just had a brutal out of conference last season. Now it's something more manageable. Granted, we have a lot better players now, since I have one of my high school recruits and 5 transfers in here. Let's go, man! South Carolina State Bulldogs on top. Another great week. Finished the week 2-0. Another great week for the South Carolina State Bulldogs. We got something cooking in the pot, guys. Something's making sense. Let's do this. Let's finish off this game at William and Mary. Let's do this William and Mary game, and then we'll check out some stats to see if we need to adjust any stats. Give it the full month of November to check out stats. Actually, 5 games is enough. We can check out the stats right now. Just put through the week. I don't think I'm going to make any adjustments. Hell, am I going to make adjustments to a team that's doing 4-1, right? I mean, adjustments keep on winning. How are we adjusting? Take a look at the pie chart. Jared Lancaster's a beast. Thank God he's playing. Yeah, we're not going to replace him. And James Smith, yeah, we're not. I ain't putting anybody in place in Smith. James Smith, he's going to do that. Brian Murray, he's being a savage. Where is he? There he is. 9 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. My man. Doing work. Jeffrey, man, we got this guy doing work too. 9.7 rebounds. This guy's insane. He's a board. Let's go, man. He wasn't a transfer, but Jared is definitely a transfer. We got lucky with James Smith, but I'm pretty sure Tyler Bryant would be pretty nice as well. Jerron Charles, though, man. 13, almost 14 points a game, 5 rebounds. Holy moly. We got a great squad, guys. We got a great squad. Let's just take a look at the stats real quick before we go back into the games. Woo-wee. Yes, sir. We got a squad, my man. I mean, Tyler Bryant, he is a really, really good player. Really, really good player. He's a senior, but James Smith, man, we inherited a legend. And see, that's why star rankings, or the stars, don't always matter. This guy has 2.5 stars compared to Tyler Bryant's 3.5. But James Smith is putting on way more work. He has more assists. He knows the offense better. He plays great defense. He's just, you know, you gotta take in the whole picture. So wow, guys, I mean, 4-1 to start off. Let's keep it going. Let's sim this week. Let's have another great week for Bulldog basketball, man. South Carolina State, they're for real this year. The MEAC better watch out. The MEAC better watch out. We're predicted to finish first in the MEAC for a reason. Not that that means anything, but you know what? It means something to us. And if it means something to us, let's go, man. Keep the win streak alive against William and Mary. You know, if it means something to us, like, it means something to us. I don't care if it don't mean nothing to you. We want to be the best in the MEAC. We want to dominate the MEAC. Yeah, we might not be dominating college basketball, but we're going to dominate what we can dominate. If they're going to put us all in a league together and call us a conference and run a conference tournament, hell, we're going to try and win it and dominate it, you know? And that's how you build that culture and mentality that it takes to win a national championship down the line. You know, you got to dominate your conference first. Let's go on the road against Northern Kentucky. We are good. Winning on the road is so hard, guys, even against bad teams. So the fact that we got a W there, another great week for Bulldog basketball. Man, I'm so excited with this team. It can happen so quick in the transfer portal now. This is our second season, guys. 6-1. I mean, we were awful last year. We're already 4 games away from our season total last time. We went 10-20. We're 6-1. Granted, it could all come crashing down with an injury, or maybe I'm way in over my head. Maybe we're more like a 9-4 kind of team anyways. But, like, man, this is exciting to, like, see that 1 year in the transfer portal with really good players and one really good recruit. Like, and, like, yeah, we got lucky with some recruits that we got gifted at the start, but I mean, I have no doubt that my transfer player Tyler Bryant would be playing just as well. Maybe not as like elite, but he would be playing pretty well. I mean, Jerron Charles is carrying this team along with the power forwards and the shooting guard. Let's put this win against yeah, there we go. So we got a humbling loss on the road against Alabama A&M. We thought we were just hot shot running through everybody, and then boom, get a wake up call, right? So let's wake up then. Wake up. Respect Portland State for their record. Respect them for the team that they are. Let's get this win. Let's get this win though. Let's bounce back. Okay, we're in our home fans. We play much better at home. Let's get the job done at home. You know, we got humbled. We got humbled hard. We're gonna bounce back though. We got humbled. We're gonna take it out on Portland State. They're 4-2. Let's go. Bring the basketball down. Let's settle it. Let's go, baby. 5-point win. Jerron Charles, 24 points. Oh my word. We bounced back for sure. It was a close game, but man, this team has fight. These guys are dogs, you know. Kirk Carlson, I think that's one of our bench players. I'll take a look after the sim, but man, Well, a bunch of dogs, man. Not, not to be ironic with we're being the Bulldogs, but like, way to fight back. We could easily lay down and just let our season get away from us right there. But let's go. Temple's going to be a tough game. I know Temple will be tough. Tough AAC team, but let's go, baby. We'll check these emails. Check these emails. No need to go through the stats. We know we're killing it. Let's just see the rest of the regular out of conference. So we got Temple, Little Rock, Coastal, Georgia State, Georgia Southern, Dixie State, and Northwestern State. So we do play out of conference in January. It's interesting. All right, let's go through another week. Hey, let's bounce back. We went 1-1. Let's try and go 1-1 again. Let's beat Little Rock at home. That should be a dub. Let's keep it close against Temple here. Come on, let's have a great week. Let's have a great week for Bulldog basketball, South Carolina State. And it's starting to become attached to South Carolina State. Like, even though it's a small school, playing this game, you start to, like, you build it up, you get a connection. That's why I love this game. You got to give this game a shot if you haven't played it. If you're just watching and you haven't played, you got to give this game a shot. Let's go, baby! 2-point win on Temple on the road! That's a huge win for our program on the road against a tough team. Tough team in a power conference. Wow. We'll take that every day of the week. Let's not let that victory get in over our head where we can't beat Little Rock, a winless team. Let's focus. Let's not lose to a winless team, please. Please, that would break my heart. We just had a huge road win. Let's follow it up with getting the job done at home. Come on, let's get the job done. They haven't won a game. Do not give it to them. Don't give it to them. There we go. Yeah, we're much better. We're much better. Poor Little Rock, man. Wow. Poor Little Rock. Let's go, baby. We went 2-0. Another great week for South Carolina State, man. I love coaching this team. That Division II freaking work ethic in me and our coach is spreading out through the players. We're just working, man. We're putting our pitchfork on our back and we're going to work. Got some tough games now. We got 2 road games. One against Coastal. Not really a rivalry, but they're in state, so we want to beat them up. And then Georgia Southern. They're on the road. We want to try and get the job done. Let's try and get the job done. Let's just run it up. Let's just see. We got 2 hard road games. We slipped one. Can we get another? Can we pull off some magic? I wouldn't be surprised if we go 0-2. Would love if we go 1-1. Would love if we pull off one of these games on the road this week. Come on. Let's beat these in-state fools. Coastal. Let's beat Coastal. Yeah, we beat Coastal. We took care of Gerard Charles. Like, I'll drop a double-double for you, man. 21-10. Oh, my goodness. What a transfer that we got, guys. Gerard Charles is an absolute monster. From Montana, if I remember. This guy was just from Montana. He's killing it. I'm happy with the win. If we take this loss to Georgia Southern, all good. 1-1, baby. But why settle for that? Let's take care of business. Wow, man. I'm so excited for this team. Can win the regular season of our conference. Let's handle business, huh? Can we take care of Georgia Southern? Or are they gonna take care of us? Nah, it's too tough on the road, man. Road games are tough. Saw some players, Jeffrey, try to make up for it, but they're tough, Hey, 1-1. I said I'd be happy with 1-1, so I'll take 1-1. 10-3, man. We're doing excellent, my friend. So we will check in Let's do. We'll get through all of December. We'll check in on the standings in the conference on January 1st to see kind of where everybody's fared through their out of conference, and then we'll start in conference play soon. And man, from what it seems like, we should be dominating in conference. I mean, we are a good team. You don't win 10 basketball games early on if you're not at least a decent squad, you know. So let's go through this week. Yeah, that's fine. Let's finish the out of conference. Let's get this home win against Dixie State. Let's always defend our home court against these middling teams. We need to defend home court against middling teams. We need to have a stifling home record. Come on. Let's get the job done. Dixie State, let's get the job done. Let's go, baby. 15 points. Man, I am so proud of this team. Like, we went 10-20 last year, guys. 10-20. We bring in 5 transfers. We bring in my recruit, and we already have 10 wins. We have 11 wins. I mean, it's a complete shift. I am so proud of this team. I know it's a video game, guys, but like, you have no idea. Like, when you recruit these players and you put in the effort, I mean, it takes a while to play this game out and the season's out, you know. So definitely get attached, and you want them to do well. I recruit all these transfers. You guys saw how difficult it was to get these guys in here, but now that they're here, look what we're doing. We're making noise. 11 wins. We didn't win 11 games all of last season. Now we're on the verge of making something big. We have a chance to make it to the NCAAs this year, I think we win our conference tournament. Obviously we're in, but we might sneak an automatic bid. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think we'll ever get an automatic bid. We would go to the NIT first, but I mean, we can dream, right? We're already doing really well. So here we are in January. Let's just take a look at the polls in the media really quick. Who's like doing really well? Polls in media. Kentucky, Memphis, typical Blue Bloods. Yeah, typical Blue Bloods. So let's look at the conference standings here. We are 11-3. Howard is the next best team, who went 9-6 out of conference. They went 6-0 at home. Not a great road record. Other than that, it's just a bunch of middling 500 teams and then some really subpar teams here. So I think we should be able to absolutely dominate our conference. I mean, that's the plan. We got picked to finish first in our conference, so I think we need to live up to that. I think we are a great team. We have found a 4-man wrecking machine. We got 4 players in double digits. Look at this. This guy is averaging 13 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. This guy is a savage. This guy transferred in from NC Asheville. This guy is such a savage for our program. Look at this, man. I mean, just look at the stats. Look at the stat line. It's crazy. And then Jerron Charles. I mean, what an impact he is having on the game. Multiple double-doubles I've seen. 3 double-doubles this year? Like, good Lord, my guy. You want to know what's funny is, where's Brian Murray? Brian Murray is actually, like, one of the lower ones on here. He's just surrounded by talent. It's just surrounded with talent. 10-7, dude. Jeffrey Franklin's a monster. He's going to be super hard to replace. Good thing we have him for another year. Yeah, I don't think I'm leaving the... Yeah, I would not... Even if we, like, do really, really well this year, we're not leaving. We don't have the reputation yet. All right, let's get back into the season, guys. I mean, we're doing really, really well. 11 wins, 3 losses. Had some just... And it's losses that were been pretty respectable. So, let's have another good week. Let's handle our last out of conference, Northwestern State. They're 3-11. I would like to get a win over a 3-11 team. However, I know on the road anything can happen. Let's get a win, though. Come on. Beautiful, guys. 18-point win on the road. Which just shows that we're a good basketball school now. We went from garbage, absolute nothing, to an actually respectable basketball school. We could win. We might have a chance at 20. Like that's 8 games, and there's only 14 games, so that's quite a bit. But we might have a chance at 20 win season in our second year as head coach. Wow, that would be incredible. Absolutely incredible that would be. What a turnaround season, man. You just need a few transfers, some good luck to have at least some decent players who aren't upperclassmen from the first save. You know, James Smith definitely helps. That Jeffrey guy definitely helps. But I liked my transfers. You know what? Actually, after this, I was going to check the roster. I wanted to see, like, what happened to the rest of my guys that I had transfer in. I know one of my small forwards isn't playing because there's too much talent around the forward position, but I thought I had a shooting guard like named Aime or something. I found it kind of funny. I just kind of want to see like where did he end up? Like, is he actually like a 1-star? Sometimes if you click it too fast after save, though, it hasn't like completely loaded. You see, so I have to click it again. Oh, he was a point guard, yeah, and then we're just like loaded with shooting guards, and both shooting guards playing. So yeah, Tyler Bryant and Jim Herring. I mean, I would trust Jim Herring for sure. He's the freshman of the year. And then James Smith. I mean, but it's just like when you have somebody like James Smith, and then Tyler Bryant, you have somebody in the weightings, like somebody like Anme just kind of gets pushed down, you know. But if he stays, he can develop into something pretty good and could maybe contribute on the bench or something. We'll see. But let's get back to it, man. Let's take a look at the pie chart. Absolute. James Smith is an absolute legend, along with Jerron Charles, and these guys are just savages, man. Crushing the schedule. I mean, I really didn't expect South Carolina State Bulldogs to be this solid after just the one recruiting class and the transfers. I mean, we're doing good. We're supposed to lose to Oklahoma State. Tough loss here. All on the road. I mean, let's get back to it, guys. Let's get back to it. Let's start off conference play well. We're on the road. They're 4-11. I would like to beat 4-11 teams on the road. However, first conference game on the road, anything can happen. How about a win, though? That'd be nice. Oh, man, a 3-point loss. Yikes. So we get humbled right away on their first conference game, and we lose to an 11-loss team in Delaware State. Ouch. Well, guys, I mean, we can still make 20-win season, but, I mean, we're going to really have to earn it now and really earn our stripes. Let's make sure we take care of the home games. Maybe we weren't as sick as we thought. Maybe I was overhyping us up, but we need to prove our record, man. We won 12 games. Your coach should be getting hype about you. Come on, let's bounce back. If we bounce back, I'll take a 1-1 for this week. Come on, let's go. Come on, baby. Let's bounce back. Defend our court. Good job. Defend our court, James Smith, Jerron Charles. All right, 1-1 for the first week of conference play. I'll take it. Not the greatest. I would have liked to have gone 2-0. Just like I want to go 2-0 in this next upcoming week with Norfolk State. and NC Central. I really want to get those. Howard is 11-6. See, I would be okay with losing like a game like that, not losing to 5-win Delaware State. Come on. Guys, just to show, I'm going to show you, we're going to get back to the games. I just want to show you how crazy this is. Like, we have 13 wins, even though, yeah, like some of the wins are like, it was a disappointing loss. 13 wins right now is absolutely crazy. Oh, it did the thing again. Last year in our history, we finished 10-20. So we already have more wins than all of last year. I mean, it was a rough first year, 33%. And now with our transfers and players, we are balling. So, hey, let's try and win this road game and then home game. All right, for this week. Let's try and go 2-0. 1-1 is acceptable, I guess. 2-0 is good if you want to be like a surefire great team. 1-1 is like, okay, we defend our home court. We shouldn't be losing to Norfolk State, man. They've lost 12 games. They've only won 5. Like, come on. Let's go out there and ball. Play defense, go out and ball. Let's have a good time on their court. No! We lose by 12. Man, what is going on? Losing to bad teams on the road, man. Ugh, that's so frustrating. We had such a good, like, little start, and, like, now we lose, like, 2 and 3? Like, come on. We need this game in NC Astro so we can go 2-2 to, like, feel respectable, to be honest. And then we got a difficult game next week against Howard. Like, come on. Like, no way we're going to lose to NC Central, right? Like, let's at least make it up. You guys got to make it up to me. Because right now, like, we're on a heavy roller coaster. I was super high on this team, and now, like, a couple road losses ain't so high anymore, you know? Like, come on. Let's win against NC Central. Beautiful win. Beautiful bounce back win. Jerron Charles, James Smith, Reggie Dooley, all of them putting in work. Now we got Howard at home. And it's just like our road culture, our road wins. We need to get those up. You got to learn to win on the road and come together as a team. We'll go 2-2 there. Two and two through the first 4. Win the home games, lose the road games. I guess it makes sense for a team full of transfers, you know, first years we're still learning everything. All right, let's have a better week this week here. I think we'll have a better week this week. Come on, Bulldogs. South Carolina State Bulldogs. Come on. Let's play like we're some dogs, man. Let's get this game against Howard. This would be a huge game. They're an 11-win team. I respect Howard. Let's defend our home court, though. This is our home court. There we go, boys. Way to play it. James Smith stuffing up the stat sheet there. Had like 7 different stats show up. Steals, blocks, assists, points, rebounds. Just doing a little bit of everything. All right, Maryland Eastern Shore. They're 11-9. I respect them. They're an 11-win team. You know, we got to go play in their court. For being honest, it's a recipe for a loss. We haven't done well on the road. We've lost to significantly worse teams on the road, including Delaware State. So let's see if we can pull this win off. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's another 1-1 for the week. Come on. Let's pull it off. Let's pull it off on the road. Let's go, baby. 5-point win on the road. Jeffrey Franklin leading the way. Let's go, baby. Good job, guys. Way to pick off a win on the road. Finally we go 2-0. And Jerron Charles suffered an injury. You guys can't see me, but I am praying that it's not a season-long injury. Please. He is our like a good quarter of our team. We're 4-2. We'll take that. Jerron Charles just has some back spasms, man. Just have a little toe issue. Nothing crazy. No torn knee tendon. No ACL tore or MCL tore, ACL tore, broken leg. Crazy injuries this game comes up with sometimes. All right. Please, Jerron. Strain knee, bro. You're good. Good. 6 days. Relax. Let's have a great week here. Morgan State. Let's take care of business. We're coming at the end of January. We'll take a look at the midway results after this week. Finishing up January. Let's take care of business at home. Always defend your home court. We're 4-2. Let's go, baby. Good win. Good win. Brian Murray, 26 points. There we go. There's our recruit putting in the work. That's 17 wins. God, we can still make 20. Team, we can still make 20 wins and prove to the NCAAs that we belong. Okay? We have a chance. We could get an at-large bid. I don't know if I even believe that when I say it coming out of my mouth. So, how about we focus on Delaware State? Let's get this win, and let's just focus on what we can control. We can control the teams that we play, or the schedule that we play, and what we do against them. So let's beat up Delaware State. Let's get revenge for them beating us on their home court. Let's get revenge, baby. Revenge on our home court. Another 2-0. Let's go, baby. Revenge. It was evenly spread out, man. When Kirk Carlson's topping the points, you know everybody was feasting. What a great year, man. 18-5 from a 10-win season. Man, I love the transfer portal. When would you be able to do this without the transfer portal? You wouldn't. You couldn't. Because the transfers would have to wait out a year. I mean, you could, but it would just all be delayed. The transfers would have to wait a year. They would stay. You would hope they wouldn't retransfer or declare or get injured in practice or something. Now, when the transfers start right away, you can have stuff like this. You can go from 10 wins the whole season to 18 wins, and you still got a whole nother month to play. All right, let's take a look at the standings. Where are we? We are 6-2. We are tied with Norfolk State. So Norfolk State's actually pretty good in the conference. A couple of middling wins and losses here. About 4 of them. And then you got your bottom feeders. So, I mean, where net is 71. So we're not quite there, but we're close. If we look at the polls and media, they have this little bubble watch. I like to take a look at that. So we take a look at the bubble watch, just like based on the AI and the media, do they have us in? They do not. They have Norfolk State beating us. Wow. Yeah, my dumbass should have just looked at here first and saw that we're the 10th team left out. Actually, there's a lot of teams ahead of us still, but hey, we keep winning. Maybe they can't deny us. So we're on the outside looking in still with 18-5, but we don't play much. But hey, come on, man. We have a chance. We could just win the conference tournament and it'll be all good. Who won it last year? Just curious. Who won it all? I think it was Norfolk State. They took the trophy. Yeah. So we want to take the trophy from Norfolk State, and we want the hardware for ourselves. So let's have another good week. Coppin State on the road. We beat them at home. Can we beat them on the road? Road. It's always tough going on the road, but We got to take care of business. We're an 18-win team. We got to act like it. Let's go, baby. 8-point win. Kirk Harrelson stepping up, just balling out of nowhere from the bench. It's just like, I'm going to make myself known too. I recognize you. No, James Smith. No, buddy. No. All right, I got to stop the simulation before the Norfolk State game. He got injured. Hopefully it's just some back spasms as well. All right, James Smith, what happened, buddy? What happened? Sprained your toe? 14 days? It's all good, man. We got people on the bench that can cover some minutes for you. You'll be all right, but I still want you to play a little bit. All right, let's finish off this week, man. Let's get Norfolk State. We lost to them on their home court. Let's defend our home court. Even without James Smith, he's one of our best players. Even on him, only like 85%, we should still take care of business here. We're on our home court. You can't come on our home court and just knock us around. Get out of here, Spartans. Get out of here. Get, boy. Get out. This is our home court. 20 wins. Let's go. I didn't even realize that. We're 20-5. What a turnaround for the South Carolina State Bulldogs program. I am so proud to call myself the coach of this team. Wow. 20 wins from 10 wins the whole season. And we still got another half month to go. We got a whole another 4 games to play. We could be 24-5 if we win out. I'm not sure if we win out, but I think we can win 2 games. I think we can win two of the last games. 2 of the last 4. Wow, what a turnaround from this team, man. You gotta love the effort. When without the modern day transfer portal would I be able to do something like this? Take a team that was absolutely struggling and they won 10 games, bring in 1 high school recruit and 5 transfers, and look what we got. Teron Charles, man, from Montana. This guy is a beast. This guy is one of the best players in the country. And he's on our team. And we got monsters, man. And he's a transfer, a 3-star transfer. He doesn't play defense, but man, does he put in points. Same thing with James Smith. You wouldn't think that he would be a beast, but he's a beast. Same thing with Lancaster. This guy's a beast, man. He's a bucket from outside. And then we still got Tyler Bryant off the bench. Larry Short isn't even playing. He's another transfer. He would be doing pretty well, I would say. But we have such depth at forward. Why not? Brian Murray, the freshman. Man, these guys are great. I know I've looked at them a lot, but it's just I can't believe what I've turned around with a short period of time. 1 year later, this is what the transfer portal can do. This is what you can do with the transfer portal. I love it. When would a team like South Carolina State be able to turn around their projection so quick? The transfer portal, that's how. Let's be NC. Oh, that one. Ouch. Come on, man. They lost 18 games. Oh, why is it so hard to win on the road? That's the one thing. It's just you go on the road and it's just things are different. So, wow. I hope we can win 2 of these last 4 games. Howard on the road's tough. I was expecting that one to be the loss, not the one before. I was expecting this upcoming one to be the loss, but we'll see what happens. Let's try and upset these guys. What's happening towards the end here, guys? Come on, man. We lost 2 in a row. Hey now. Let's bounce back here. Damn. That was not a good week. We lost both games. They were on the road, but I mean, come on. We got to go 1-1. All right, let's try and go 1-1 here. Let's finish it off. 9-5 is good for me. I'll take 10-4 is what we want. 10 wins in on a 14-game conference is pretty good. So if we can pull that off, I think that would be good. But I mean, anything we do right now for the rest of the season is upside. We're not supposed to be a 20-win team. This is South Carolina State, my guy. We're not supposed to win 20 games in basketball, you know? Like, so anything we do now is pure upside. Let's see where the standings are. We are first. Man, we are on the outside looking in. We're probably going to make the NIT. That's going to be really harsh if we don't win the conference tournament. That one's going to feel like, ugh, we let it get away. But, man, 20 wins from, I mean, we had 20 losses last year. To go from 20 losses to now we have 20 wins, we have a chance at more. Like, it feels good at least. But all right, hey, let's finish out the regular season here. I'm gonna go Sim 2 conference tournament. It's 13 days. Let's get through them. Thank you guys for watching. I've been recording for an hour and 45 minutes about, and if you've watched this far, I want to say I appreciate you guys. If you want to comment #legend to let me know that you've watched this far, I appreciate it. And yeah, let's go, baby! Big win on the at home, 21. There we go. Like, we needed to stop the losing streak. Morgan State. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but let's try and get the dub. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you guys are enjoying my videos, and hope you guys are liking this Journeyman stream and this kind of seeing how I play and how we're able to turn around programs like South Carolina State from 10-20 to 21-7 in one season with transfers and decent recruiting, right? So, I mean, 21 wins at this program is huge. This is like winning the national championship for this program. This is crazy. But hey, what we really want is to win the conference tournament. That's our trophy. Let's win this game first. Let's focus on this game. Let's try and get this game on the road. 22. Come on. 10 wins in conference. Let's go. Let's get this game on the road. Let's go, baby. 6 points. 10-4 in conference play. Double-digit wins in conference. Man, that's a success for this team. 22 wins. 10 wins in conference. 12 wins out of conference. I mean, wow. What an amazing team this was this year. I mean, this squad, there was no indication last year that we were going to be top of our conference and just dominating and killing it. And now we have 22 wins. I'm the happiest coach there can be right now. I'm smiling. I know that I'm going to have looks at other opportunities from bringing South Carolina State to where it's at. 22 wins, that's huge for a program like this. We're going to get eyes on us being like, hey, who is this guy at South Carolina State? It's just a random new coach. Oh, yeah, he was a Division II coach. He started to get some eyeballs for some maybe higher level jobs, you know? But 22 wins, I mean, that's, I'm not even joking. That is literally like winning the national championship for a program like this. You cannot get better. Even if you win you win your conference tournament, you're going to get knocked out in the NCAAs, right? So winning your conference tournament is literally you're great. And then maybe you pull off a win in the NCAAs. That's pretty good. Maybe you pull off a sick upset, depending on who you get matched up. Maybe we're the 11 seed somehow. Pull a 6 over an 11. I'm not sure. So, or an 11 over a 6, excuse me. But whatever, same. Potato, potato. We'll take a look at the standings. We look like we're going to be the regular season champs, so that's something. Hey, that's something for a school with not even 1 star prestige. We're a half a star. We won the regular season. I mean, we're 10-4. That definitely has to win the regular season in the MEAC, right? 22 wins. We're set. We're primed to make a great tournament run, but I know we're primed to be upset as well. So we have a team incident at the end of conference play. Let's look at this shenanigans. So let's see what this team incident is, and then we'll get into tournament play. No one declares for the draft, obviously. Jim Herring and Larry Short just got done duking it out. What? Guys, we've won 22 games. Why are we fighting? Guys, Jim. What are we doing? No, Jim, what, Larry? What? Are you jealous that you're not playing, man? Oh, it's Larry's fault, huh? Larry's jealous that he's not playing and the team's doing well? Come on, man. Well, Jim, I hope you can move past it. We got a lot of... I wanted to just say you're doing good. Thanks, I appreciate that. Minor improvement in your relationship. That's good. Like, he's doing well, Jim. That isn't your fault. God bless Larry. What in the world? This guy from Florida just comes out and wants to bang. All right, let's get over that. We're a 22-win basketball team. I don't got time for that. We won the regular season, right? Yeah. So we're the regular season champs for the MEAC. We'll take that trophy. We'll add that hardware to our trophy case all day. So regular season MEAC champs. Finished first. 22-7 record. Oh, we're probably just on the outside looking in, no, this is wrong place. I wanted to look at the bubble watch really quick before we play the conference games, and we'll see what happens. But 22 wins, I mean, that's close, right? I think they have us probably just coming in. South Carolina State, yeah. They have us at number 55 with an automatic qualifier. So they still have us having to win it all to get in. I don't think we're going to get an automatic bid. Even with 22 wins, we would have the most wins on here, but that doesn't matter. Stuff that matters is like quad. Like if you come here and look at like your team sheets, what matters is like your quad 1 wins versus all this stuff. But that's all right. Man, we are not a good basketball school. So for us to even, or like, excuse me, we're a good basketball school this year, but like we don't have the known prestige to be good. Or like the history, I mean. Like we won 10 games basically, and now we won 22. Like this is all looking good. So we've won 5 conference titles. Let's make it another, man. We've won the regular season title. We had the best regular season record. We put that trophy in the trophy case. Let's take the tournament trophy too. So NC Central, let's take care of business. 12-point win. 12-point win. 10 team was going off. 2 20-point scores right there. Let's go. This is our way to the NCAAs. We have to control our own destinies. If we're going to make the March Madness tournament, we need to win our MEAC tournament. Ooh, boys. Ooh, boys. So, Norfolk State gets upset, which I like to see because they're tough. Delaware State's also tough, though, too. So, now it's Howard. And then Maryland, Eastern Shore, whatever. All right. Delaware State, they're not good. Come on, let's take care of business. How much are we favored by? 8.5-point favorite. Come on, let's take care of business. Gets to the championship game. Let's get to the championship game. We're on a neutral court. Oh, baby, 1 point. Woo! Holy moly. Wow, did we just stave off a huge upset? And that would have upset my heart because I don't know if I would have been able to take that. So wow, it's us versus Howard. It's winner gets in, loser go to the NIT or the lower level tournament. Wow. South Carolina State versus Howard. We are a slight favorite, but man, anything can happen with this. Oh my goodness, we came back. We were down by 10 at half and 12 at one point, but we came back right at the... Oh my goodness, what a second half, guys. Charles, what a game. All right, guys, the MEAC Championship. You know, part of me just wants the trophy for the MEAC. Like, we'll take the conference tournament trophy and we'll put it in our trophy case. And, man, that's pretty good for a program of this stature. But also, like, we might have a chance to make a run, you know? So, first, let's put the conference tournament championship trophy in our bag. Let's take it home with us. Come on. Send Howard home. Send Howard home. Yeah, baby! Let's go! In our second year, South Carolina State Bulldogs are your MEAC regular season and tournament champions. We dominated the regular season, and then we won our MEAC tournament, and we have punched our ticket to the big dance. Unbelievable. What a game. Let's take a look at it really quick. Ooh, a little bit glitched here. So we were down by 2, and then we finished strong, baby. We finished strong. Let's go. I love it when we finish strong. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but neither did they. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It might not mean anything to the public, the media, or whatever. The MEAC champion, you know, they might laugh. They're like, ha ha, this guy's talking about being the Mid-Eastern Athletic regular season champion and tournament champion. But you know what? It means something to us at South Carolina State. If there's going to be a conference and they're going to put us in it, we're going to try to dominate it. And that's what we did. We're the champions. We punched our ticket. We're going dancing. I will see you guys at the watch show. Well, before we get to the watch show, guys, I just kind of wanted to show you the final stats for the season. Jerron Charles, 12 points a game, 6.5 rebounds. I mean, this guy is an absolute stud. He's the anchor of our team. He will be the anchor for a long, long time. And as long as I'm here and he's here, we're going to do great things together. James Smith, absolute stud. 11 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, just like a do-it-all player. Jared Lancaster, senior, transfer, came in, man. It's just like, I'm going to drop a quick 11 and 4 and 2 on these guys with grab a steal as well. Like, Trevor Franklin's like, I got the boards. How about 10 and 7 with an assist and a block? It's like, that good enough for you? Cool. Brian Murray, he's like, I'm a freshman, but how about 8 and 5? How about 8 and 4 with like 1 and 2 and 1 as well? I'm like, it's a great team, baby. It's a great team. I'm so happy. 25 wins, 10. We're a 15 game improvement. There's no way we should be 25 and 7. And that, my friend, is what this new transfer portal feature can do. Can completely turn around. We went 18 and 0 at home, 7 and 7 on the road. That is what the transfer portal can do to your program. That's why you have to learn how to use it. There's no way else a program like South Carolina State would be able to get a record like 25-7 without the transfer portal. So with that being said, guys, I will see you guys at the selection show. So I figured I'd give you guys a quick look at the top 25 before we go to the selection show. North Carolina is a perfect 34-0, so they have history on the line trying to become the first undefeated national champion in this save and in history, or well, not in history, but in a very long time. It's been like that 76 whatever Indiana team, so it's been a long time, my friends. So let's get to the selection show. All right, guys, here we are at the selection show. I don't know what seed we're gonna be. It's gonna be interesting. The best thing for us is if just to pull off a win. If we pull off an upset or a win in this tournament, that is huge. That is us way overachieving. Our goal was to not finish last in our conference this year, and now we're in the NCAA March Madness tournament. Crazy. So, wow, Akron and Maine. Can you talk about these guys coming through late in the year for their tournament? Eastern Washington, hey, we played them. And I never knew how to ever pronounce this school, but that school, good. So here are your 12 seeds. Milwaukee and BYU are going to play each other. Western Kentucky, ODU. So here we go. Kentucky gets the number 1 seed. Memphis, Wright State. Here we go. Let's go through this. Let's just kind of look out for ourselves. Tulane getting in there. Gonzaga's kind of falling off a little bit. Hey, so we make it as a 12 seed. There we are, South Carolina State. And we get Boise State, the 5 seed. This is a popular pick, but apparently this guy doesn't agree with us and thinks that Boise State will be ready. You know, I think Boise State will be ready too, but I think we're a live dog. I think we got a chance. And then we would play either Gonzaga or Tulane. You know what? 12 seeds do it all the time, right? So we're a 12 seed. I think we can get it done. We're in the D.C. area. We're on the East Coast. Let's get it done. So we're a 12 seed. South Carolina State Bulldogs. Baby, we're in it. We're going to take down these Broncos. So let's fill out the bracket. Central Florida gets in there. Bryant gets in 16-16. Have to go against Maryland, though. Good luck. Central Arkansas makes it. Alabama State makes it. Villanova and Illinois representing. North Carolina A&T, they're in. Cornell, congrats. Texas A&M CC. And Colgate. Wow, Colgate 28-26-6. Very impressive record for them. Let's see what they think about this. Okay, so it's kind of Nico. North Dakota State. Hey, we played them too. Congrats, but congrats, you get Auburn. So the defending national champions was Alabama. They get Townsend. They're 2 seed. They're a little bit down. Auburn is having a great year, 30-2. Army makes it against Texas Tech. Sanford, they get in. Congrats, you get Duke. Xavier, VCU, congrats, you get Wisconsin, Oklahoma, and Texas A&M, and the Dons and the Vandals. Wow, Idaho, great year. And then the undefeated North Carolina Tar Heels looking to make history. IU in there, UC Davis. Kansas? I have no idea how to pronounce that, but UCLA. California Baptist again from the WAC, man. They're kind of own the WAC. I saw that from before. Tennessee Tech, congrats. Colorado. Cincy. Georgia Southern. Hey, Georgia Southern. I don't know if we lost to them, so we're part of their win. So that's a good loss for us, but okay. So we are a 12 seed and we got Boise State. We're a live dog, man. We are a live dog in this matchup, I feel. Let's look at the scouting report. We are definitely a live fight. This is a live fight where there's no way that we are like complete underdogs. We have talent. I like Jerron Charles. So they must have a. Let's look at their dashboard. Let's look at their player skill set. Got some dudes on their team. Okay, the more I look at their roster, the more I see that they have the potential to beat us. But I see this guy has a torn knee. I see that their team is kind of beat up and injured on their bench. Like, we can take this, you know. It's gonna be tough, but you know, we stopped their 3 big-headed monster. You know, it's pretty equal. You know, we got a chance. It's not gonna be easy, but we got a chance. There's our conference championship. Let's see, is that in the school history yet? I think it ends it at the end of the year. Nope, there it is. So there's our trophy. South Carolina State, the 2022 MEAC champions. They don't show the regular season. They only show the tournament championship. But we had the tournament championship and the regular season one. So how about that? We're probably going to get Coach of the Year as well, right? Like, I'd be surprised if we don't get Coach of the Year. So there we go. That's our first conference Coach of the Year honors. So Howard made the NIT. Congrats. And then Maryland Eastern Shore made the CIT. So let's see how they do. This episode is going to be a little bit longer since we've had some success, right? It's over 2 hours. I think for right now, we're going to make it to the end of the season. Get through all of that, and then we'll call it a stream, call it an episode, and then upload this, and we'll get on another one tomorrow. So let's see what happens here. Howard lost and Maryland. So both MEAC representations in the lower bracket have gotten wiped out. So that will not be happening. Okay, guys. Now we got Boise. If there's a chance, this is it. Let's pull off our one time. The NCAAs, we're in the South Carolina State 12 seed, baby. They're only a 5-point favorite against us. They have an injury. I mean, I don't see why we don't just go out and try and win the game and they're on 11. They're on an 11 win streak. Jeez, okay, yeah, that's pretty tough. Hey, somebody's gotta do it. Somebody's gotta beat Boise. They can't win it all. 25-7. I'm proud of the team no matter what. No matter what happens in this game. To win 25 games in a season after we won 10. Even if we lose this game, I'm proud of the boys. 25 wins is something legendary in this program. So whatever happens, happens. You guys are all legends in my books. Thank you for a great second season. And we do take the L. We take a 9-point L. I was kind of prepared for that. And the more I saw the roster and thought, yeah, that one would be pretty hard to overcome, right? And just Boise State 11-point win. You know, it's just you do what you can to put yourself in the best position to show up for the tournament, and you go and you try. Just sometimes it doesn't work out, you know. But we put ourselves in the best position to. Wow, we could have won this game. Are we kidding? We had a 10-point lead at half. Wow, we absolutely blew it. We had a 10-point lead at half. We had a 13-point lead at 1 point. Wow. When did everything change? Wow. At one point, it was 61-64. Oh, my goodness. We had 1 point. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That's a tough one. Now that I know that we were leading, that's a tough one. Wow, the South Carolina State Bulldogs, man. We tried, but we came up a little bit short. As a coach, I'm thankful to be able to have experienced the tournament a little bit and just to have had an amazing team, man. 25 wins. Yeah, we lost 8 times. We won our conference tournament. We won the regular season tournament. Or, I mean, it's not a regular season tournament, but it's just the regular season we won. We won the tournament championship. We put both of those hardwares into the trophy case. we're most likely going to get a Coach of the Year trophy. Like, a lot of good things happened to us. Obviously, winning a game in the NCAA wasn't one of those things, but that's a really hard thing to do from a school of our size. But 25 wins, I'd say I'm pretty damn proud of this season with what I was able to accomplish. With just my second year in Division II. This is just my second year in Division II, or Division I, guys. So Gonzaga does get by. This is pretty chalky. Shout out to Central Florida for small upsets. Colgate, hello, knocking off the 1 seed. That's a big one. Oh my goodness, what's going on in Chicago? The what? The what? The 9 and the 5, and then the 2 loss to the Villanova loss right away, and then Ohio. It allowed Ohio State in. Wow, something happened in Chicago. Pretty chalky. Shout out to VCU for the 11 over the 6 upset. And what is happening in Orlando? California Baptist is just smoking kids and just got in. Granted, now they got to play an absolutely devastating North Carolina team. Indiana loses. What's up with the 14 seeds beating the 3s? And so we got 2 6s in Sweet 16. It's crazy upsets this year. Why couldn't we be one of the ups? Why couldn't we have one of the upset games? Let's get to the season. Let's get to the Final Four. 25 wins. I'm happy. I'm proud of the team. I know it's hard to be happy with, taking a tough loss and making it here, but you got to look on everything that we did do. We won the regular season. We won our tournament in our conference. We put up 20 wins in the regular season. Like, we did so many good things. Let's get to the Final Four. Ooh, 1-point game. I want to wrap this up. All right, so this should be the Elite 8. So we have in the first region, wait, no, this is the second region. Well, North Carolina, I mean, they're 38-0. They're about to pull it off. I mean, I don't know who's stopping them. So here in the DC area, Kentucky beats Kansas in a chalky kind of Elite 8 Final Four scenario. UConn gets in because they play Colgate, and so we had the 5 and the 6, and UConn, the 5 seed, makes it to the Final Four. Wow, congratulations to them. That's crazy. Alabama still has a chance to defend their national championship. They get Auburn, who barely snuck by Duke, beat Texas Tech. Wow, Alabama still alive to defend it. They got a tough task though. North Carolina looks like the favorite to win the whole thing. California Baptist, Sweet 16, man, that's a great year for a school like that. Vanderbilt got into the Elite 8, which is really, really good for them too as a 7, but then you ran into a buzzsaw. So you have Kentucky and UConn versus Alabama and North Carolina. You're most likely going to see a North Carolina-Kentucky, and you're going to see a North Carolina championship is what I'm going to predict. And we will see these lower level results. All right, so Ohio won something. They got left out. So your NIT champion is Purdue. Wow. Purdue is and then the NIT, that's crazy. Butler has won the CBI, and Ohio has won the CIT. So congrats to them. Let's just take a look at that again. Purdue wins the NIT. Came a long way, huh? All right. Kentucky, UConn, North Carolina, Alabama. Wow, very, very close. They kept it very, very close, but North Carolina is about to pull off the 40-0. They must just have an elite team. Alabama was so close to trying to go back-to-back, but they go back-to-back Final Fours at least. UConn beats Kentucky, so UConn's in the championship game. They're basically serving it up to North Carolina on a silver platter, and North Carolina is your 40-0 national champion. They have etched their name into histories as an undefeated national champion. I will not forget that. I will certainly not forget that. National champions, undefeated, 40-0. Yeah, I'll remember that for sure. 40-0, 20-0. These guys just couldn't lose anything, man. They just had one of those years and schedules and teams where you just beat everybody. Look, everything added up. Like, you played Maryland, okay, but like, you know, you went through your ACC schedule and you just came out undefeated. Like, wow, look at their run through the NCAAs. They didn't have to play a ranked team until the Final Four. That's crazy. All right, let's go to the awards. Let's wrap this video up, guys. So I'm still very, very proud of my team. Proud of what we did, and I'm ready to accept my Conference Coach of the Year award. So this should go to Hubert Davis. Yep, there it goes. North Carolina. Congrats to all these guys on the All-American level, but let's take a look at the MEAC for us. Boom, baby. Journeyman, Coach of the Year, 25 wins, 8 losses at a 75% win rate clip. Let's go, baby. We're going to take this Coach of the Year trophy and we're going to put it in our trophy case. We had a great year, and we're also going to take this Defensive Player of the Year trophy and stuff it in our trophy case. Let's go. Brian Murray is a defensive savage. He won Player of the Year, first team all-conference. Wow, we don't actually get anyone. We have the Defensive Player of the Year, and he's not a first-teamer. Is he a second-teamer? Okay, so we had 3 second teams: James Smith, Jerron Charles, and Jeffrey Franklin. So the Defensive Player of the Year in our conference isn't an all-conference player. That's a little weird. But James Smith, Jerron Charles, and Jeffrey Franklin both make second-team all-conference. Take all 3 of those trophies and put them in the case. Let's go, baby. Go put them in with our Defensive Player of the Year and the Coach of the Year. Let's go. What a great year for the South Carolina State Bulldogs. That's really going to help my prestige, like my reputation personally as a coach and for the school. So now we're going to see, we could potentially get offered a crazy job to leave because we had such a great season at South Carolina State. 25 wins at a program like this, you're going to have some programs look down and be like, hey, if this guy can do this at a program like South Carolina State, what can he do at a program where we actually give him some resources to work with? So remember, we're a journeyman. We are not here for South Carolina State. We love South Carolina State. We're building it up, but we are building it for our career to see where we want to end up. So let's see the season review. We succeeded. They'll be expecting more now. What did they want to expect? So they want us to win the conference tournament now as a goal, and then we'll win 15 plus games. So how things change when you get successful, huh? Let's take a look at our stat increases. So now our offensive skills 52, defense 39 from what? 48, so that's up 4. That's up 5, so that's good. Scouting is up 2 points. It seems a little slow, but whatever. 49 to 52 and recruited 2 players. I'll take that. I guess that's fine. Plus 3 should be fine. And then reputation from 10 before, or wait, I wanted player dev. I'm sorry. 19 player dev to 24, so that went up good. And then our reputation did go up just a little bit, but I don't think it went up enough to really make a difference, if we're being honest. It just like they recognize that we're there, and they're like, just kind of keep an eye on that guy. The guy might be doing big things later. So, but we win a conference title here. We have a conference title. We made the NCAA, a 21 season, coach of the year, conference players. I mean, we did a great thing for this school. Conference championship. There's one trophy. There's the conference championship trophy. And then look, we have another trophy. We have conference defensive player of the year trophy from Brian Murray. We'll take that trophy. We have the coach of the year trophy for Journeyman. That's a nice little coach of the year trophy. We'll take that. James Smith first team. Oh, that was last year. 3 second teamer trophies, so pretty good. All right, let's continue on to job hirings to see if anyone's recognized talent. Oakland in the Horizon League. They're like, hey man, if you want to come to, I don't even know where Oakland is. So yeah, it's going to be a hard pass on that. So we're going to stay a South Carolina State Bulldog. We're going to stay a Bulldog. We're going to continue to build up this team, and we're going to continue to win the tournament, the conference tournament, and we're going to stack up a lot of wins here and just gain up some reputation as a coach of somebody who can build a program and somebody who can get the job done. So we're going to take the team that we have, we're going to retool it with transfers, bring in the 2 guys that we had through recruiting, and we're going to see what we have next year. 25 wins, that's a pretty big benchmark for the next year's team to try and accomplish. This year's team, absolutely legendary, might go down in school history as one of the best of all times. 25 wins doesn't come by often for a team like this. So with that being said, guys, I think that's going to be the end of the episode for me. When I make the next episode, we will start at the staff hiring here, get through the end of the season, and start with the transfers and see how we do next season. See if we can match the season that we had before. Do we regress? Do we progress even more? Do we maintain the same level of success? Do we fall down hard? Was this a one-hit wonder? We'll find out, right? But we're going to do everything we can to maintain it, so that way we can have other athletic directors from bigger schools look at us and say, hey, maybe we give this guy a chance at our school. Because look what he's doing at South Carolina State. Look at them dogs. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. It was extra long, over almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's what happens when you have success. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.